This is Michael. Is this thing on? Howdy, y'all. It's Michael. Welcome to another episode of Contagious Smile, Unstoppable, with your lovely host, Victoria.
Dun dun dun, he's back.
And the guy who cleans the dog kennel, me,
You've been MIA from the podcasting microphone for a while.
because I've been working my butt off. I'm
Okay.
trying to lose weight.
No. We have a lot of awesome things going on in the
As
Contagious Smile world. As you know, we are a partner with Make-A-Wish. You already knew this.
yes.
Confirmation. And I have been in contact with Make-A-Wish. And not only are we donating one of our adorably cute little puppies to a family, but we are going to hopefully, because I have to talk to the coordinator this week, if not next week, we're going to start making wish come trues for kids that want to podcast and get out there in front of millions of people. So we will
Awesome.
work with Make-A-Wish on making that happen.
You just slipped that one in there. I didn't see that one. Okay.
Yeah, I
That's
told you I've
awesome.
been busy. I don't think people realize how much I work.
Yeah, for y'all who do not know the worth ethics of my wife, she's a freaking Terminator, y'all.
Metal and all. Ha ha.
About 27 hours a day.
Ha.
She's putting into this business, this company, this family, our relationship.
That I've put like 27 years in.
We
It
have a
feels like
great soulmationship.
soulmation ship.
So, and for those of y'all who don't have a soulmate yet, don't give up. There's someone out there for y'all. Just I hate to say the word, but keep fighting, so to speak.
Don't give up.
What would you say?
Don't give up.
Don't give up. It's not really struggling. It's keep persevering.
That's a big $3 word for you.
I know.
I'm
I found it.
impressed.
Some guy named Miriam.
Why don't you tell everybody how you knew me and all?
Oh,
People
no,
love our
no,
love
no,
story.
no. That's too mushy and sappy.
But it's Christmas
No.
time. We gotta give a little something mush. Come on.
So this
Don't
Christmas,
deviate.
it will just be my wife, our daughter Faith, and pretty much all our dogs.
And you.
We've been blackballed by both sides of our family.
Why?
I think it's because of love. Because you love me and I love you. Actually, because you love me and I took you away from your family.
And
Well, I won't even consider them your family. What do you call them? Your egg and sperm donor?
right,
Yeah.
but my grandparents are
I wish I had met them.
they were amazing.
Well, I did go to their gravesite, but
more than once.
more than once.
Yes. And your family.
And I'm just a black sheep. They'll come around,
And if they don't,
then I'll keep moving forward. That's what we got to do, y'all. Don't let these naysayers get to you. Y'all just keep moving forward. Who gives a crap about what folks think about you? Stink.
well, we have your dad, and
My dad's awesome.
your dad is awesome. But can I ask a question? And you can, but how did you feel growing up thinking one thing because you were told one thing and then finding out that
I
that
was told a big lie.
big fat lie?
As probably about 8, 9 years old, when my dad went to prison, I was told a huge lie that pretty much determined the outlook of how I viewed my dad and my mother. So it took another, I want to say, maybe uh, another 8 to almost 10 years.
What was your
for me
epiphany?
to mature enough and come to reasoning and say, hey, let me ask, let me inquire, let me find out, because things are not adding up.
And it was more than one, really, more than one
Oh, yeah.
falsification. And the first time I met him, had this like
Him.
your dad. The first time I was going to meet him, I had this like perceived notion about him. And do you remember what I said to him right after I met him and spent a few minutes with him?
I'm over 40. I barely remember I had for breakfast.
I told him I owed him an apology because I was informed of all of these wrong things about him. And by sitting with him and having a conversation with him and spending time with him, I knew that they were all false. Like you could tell that some of the things that we were told were so not right that I never even told him any of that. I just wanted to apologize to him because I came in with the predetermined notion that he was going to be this person that he wasn't.
And I can imagine this goes on all the time with divorced parents and the children.
But the lies were big. I mean, come on now.
And so who suffers?
The children.
The children.
But I mean, yours were like,
But also that parent who,
misses out.
may or may not be totally 100% innocent of certain things, but they lost out years.
And you
My
can't
dad-
get them back.
My dad lost years and years of his sons being with him, and you met him. He's a great guy. He's a nice
He's
guy.
such a nice guy.
He messed up one time in band camp and went to prison. But that's over with.
Right. But what he was accused of that we heard was 10 times
Yeah,
more.
yes. Yeah.
It was 10 times worse than
What it
what
actually was, yes.
Right. But I mean, what we were told that, like, I don't know if you want to say what it was that even one thing, because people are going to be like, what are you talking about? But I mean, you're talking about like federal crime. It had to do with you.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even true. And that's tough.
Yes, it was, Victoria.
But needless to say, I mean, I would rather have, true unconditional love than the coldness that we've had on outside of our four walls so often.
And my wife and I, we both, we have 3 children, and 2 of them live with my first ex-wife. Yes, y'all, I've had 3 wives. So this is my soulmate here. My third and final. This is it. This is the one I should have married 4 years ago.
Can you say that one more time? I'm not wearing my hearing aids.
But I was too stubborn, and yes. So we text and call and try to get our other 2 over here all the time because I don't want them to miss out on their dad like I did.
And one of the individuals that brainwashed you about your dad is doing the same to the kids.
Correct. So she will, in my opinion, and this may go against my wife, in my opinion, our daughter will have to come to reasoning. She will have to grow up, get her head out of her ass,
You're not talking about faith.
and come to a decision and say, hey, let me go and talk to dad. Let me go and find out what's really going on. And that's just a choice that she's gonna have to make, and then she's gonna have to live with the regret. Well, shit. Now I find out this is true and that wasn't true, and we've lost all those years together,
And the one person that you keep in contact with who isn't us is the one who behind your back went out for you and they didn't even realize it. I mean, we've been put to blame for things that we had nothing to do with.
And I simply love, the relationship that Faith and I have here.
They are so stinking cute. Oh, can I just say they are the cutest thing. I want to record because I think it would be viral, but I don't think
it's hilarious.
The 2 of you and the language that y'all use is hysterical, but it is not it's almost like the Eddie Murphy Raw, but for dad and daughters. But she holds nothing back. And to hear the banter between the 2 of you is hysterical. You were asleep the other night. She ran over to you. I want my daddy hug. And then she turned around and she warned me. And she turned around, turned towards you, ripped one, and said, ha ha ha, my butt blew you a kiss. And she ran. And it was hilarious. I was like, you just farted in front of your dad? She's like, no, my butt blew him a kiss. And it's the banter between the 2 of you is just amazing.
It reminds me a lot of Mo, Larry, and Curly. and the antics they did, and Ralph Crandon and
Mhm.
Ed Norton. Yeah, so her and I joke around, and I simply love it. I get a kick out of it, and the time that we spend together, I really enjoy it because I don't get to spend time with the other two yahoos uh, until they want to come over here. And it's to me, it's sad. It hurts. I don't let it show a lot. I don't talk about it a lot because right now there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to force my kids.
But that's not why you love Faith as much as you
No,
do.
no. But I will let them grow up. That they're going to make their own mistakes. They're going to live their own life. So, but
It's not due to lack of trying.
yeah, old Faith. Um, it's been around 30 degrees here, and I told her, I said we should go outside and pop a tent and camp out one weekend out here in this weather. She was like, "Yeah, okay."
She's like, I don't even have a sleeping bag. Are you nuts? Like, that's not gonna happen. And it's so cute because the way they play around with each other, like Michael will joke with her, and then he holds the straightest face, which I don't know how he does it. And then when she turns around, he's laughing profusely. And then the other day he was talking and he goes, "Don't you tell her." And he's like, "Oh, I just love her to madness and she's the sweetest thing. And I can't imagine, don't look at me like that." And he says,
I
I
thought I was talking in private.
yeah, and then he's like, "I can't imagine not having this little girl in my life now that she's been here for so long, and she is my daughter. She will always be my daughter." And he's like, "Don't you tell her." And I start laughing. I'm like, "Well, you're gonna have to bribe me." And he goes, "Why? Why?" And I was like, "You're just gonna have to bribe me." And then I clicked my phone and showed him that I recorded the whole thing. It's such a good thing for the
Yeah,
kids to
you got
hear. It's so good for them to hear. They need to hear it.
what they need to hear is 5 minutes in the shower instead of an hour in the
I
shower.
don't know how she takes an
I
hour-long shower, but she loves her shower time.
Any of you dads out there got a tip for shutting off the water or putting a timer on the shower head or something? Let me know. Send us comments so I can get her. She's a big practical joker.
She's huge practical joker. She wanted to get either eggnog or buttermilk and empty your milk container out and put that in there and not tell you. And that was like, no. But yeah, I just love seeing the two of you guys doing anything together. It's really sweet.
So this is our I said we'll have time to do another podcast before Christmas.
I will. Will you join me?
I'm trying.
I mean, if what if I put mistletoe over the microphone?
No. Okay, so Monday, well, a few more days.
If I put mistletoe over the microphone, will you podcast with me?
No comment.
When did that start? Oh, by the way, something else that we're doing is Sarah and Sarah does Mom Powered every year, which I was so fortunate enough to be a guest speaker for previously. And we are starting a kind of like, what do you want to call it? Almost like a yellow pages or directory of approved uh, businesses owned by moms and women, even if they are like an author or a speaker or anything of that nature, where they can come on and there's different tiers and self promotion. Um, I hate talking about like the numbers that we do, babe. So, I mean, how do you explain how great the numbers are when we put something out like on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, the views and likes and stuff that we get?
Let's see. We did one where we simply took a picture and posted it and got like 60,000 views the next day. We did something with you and I and received what, quarter of a million.
And then Sarah Troy, different Sarah, we talked about the unforgotten children, and we posted that, and it was like 1.2 million views. And so the moms and women who join us in this new venture that we're doing, we will put them out on all of our social media in front of all of our followers, which at last count was what, babe?
Just over 40 million. We haven't done an accurate count here in quite some months, so, but we know it's just over 40 million.
Right. So everybody who joins us that wants to get in front of that kind of platform, then you can go to Facebook and look up Mom Power or Mompreneurs and join. We also have different things that you can do where there are different tiers, so we can highlight you and the fabulous things that you are and fabulous things that you do. And
Folks, that's economical, cheap, frugal, inexpensive. I don't know how many other synonyms I could use. Way to get you and your business out there. Take advantage of it now during these holidays, and
you can't get better
this is
advertising than
just
that.
starting. So these prices are
Not gonna last.
phenomenal low. My wife will tell you some of these companies we've talked to are paying in excess of 14 to 17,000 a month in advertising and get nowhere near the coverage that we do with simple things.
Well, we had a company that spends about 14,000 a month, and I asked to just take a picture and a video and see what I could do, and I did. And I believe, we don't have the numbers in front of us, I believe that the video got close to 70,000 views and likes, and the photo, I think the photo was over 100,000 plus, but I had marketed it solely in their area of where their business was located. So it was literally where their business was. And that came within only a few days is the response that was given. I have taken,
Here's an example real quick. So this company we're speaking of, last year until this December has had how many likes?
be careful you don't hit that. One,
None,
two,
two.
yeah.
2 likes in a year's time.
Right. And then we did like 68,000 on one video and something else on the other. And it was localized to their area. But and you can't buy this kind of advertisement. And the thing is, and my husband knows I hate bragging.
I'll brag for you.
Thanks. I have spent, I can't tell you how long doing marketing classes, advertising classes,
417.3 hours.
whatever.
Okay,
Promo-
doctor.
Promotional classes.
Congratulations, Victoria, on her 3rd doctorate. Yeah.
Whatever. Honorary doesn't count for that one.
I don't have an honorary.
I'll
I can climb a tree.
I'll
I can
indoctrinate
put a
you.
worm on a hook.
I'll
They
indoctrinate
don't give me
you.
a doctorate for that.
I'll indoctrinate you.
Okay, that sounded kind of sexual, but okay.
But I have taken how many? I don't know how many certifications I have. And
485. You've taken a lot, dear.
Mhm. To do certification and marketing, and I've even taken specific classes for each individual social
You know your
media.
stuff. You know what you're doing.
Right. And you can't pay for that kind of training and get on a platform for what we're offering this new tier to be. It is Mom Power on Facebook. It is a public group. It just opened. You might see it only has a couple of members, but that's because we just opened this Facebook group today. But we will be putting in there the tiers that will be coming, so you guys can look for those and add into that. It'll also be featured on a Contagious Smile website. We're offering also to have you sponsor one of our podcasts, like such as this. I think one of the recent podcasts within 3 or 4 days got how many downloads? I sent you the text picture.
Was it 197?
No,
I don't
250,000.
I'm sorry. I told you I forget easy.
Yeah, it's 250,000.
What's your name? The look she's giving me, y'all.
What's my name?
What's my name, Bobby? Look, the guys are laughing.
The guys aren't laughing. They said,
guys are
"Oh
laughing.
shit, you're screwed, boy,"
know
and
what
not in a
movie I
good
just-
way.
No, They know
What's my name? Do I need to call Faith in
what's my
here?
name, Bobby?
Do I need to call Faith in here?
No.
What's my name? You know what though? The person that I am cannot say something hurtful to you. Like, no matter, even in jest, I couldn't do it knowing that it would be hilarious on my end, but it would hurt you. I can't do it because I have quite a few couple names I could say that really would boil your guilt, and I can't do it. I can't do it.
Are you referring to that one time at band camp?
I will say 2 initials that'll drive you up the wall if you do this.
Don't do it. Okay. Moving on to the next agenda. So we're trying to keep this light and fun-hearted instead of our usual talking about domestic violence and things of that nature. Want to keep it cool, so to speak.
What do you want for Christmas? You've already gotten so many gifts. Can I just say right now how like
I know
everybody knows we're on the same page, and that and everybody who listens knows about the cappuccino machine, how we came home and it was right there, not in a proper box. So you've already gotten that. And then we decided that we were going to, I am frugal monetarily, like I'm stupid frugal. Instead of putting all new cabinets on one wall, I decided to install and create a coffee bar and a pantry. And
what you decided to do was put my butt to work building them IKEA things.
they weren't from IKEA.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, and then we love like the country log cabin kind of. And so we did like a mud room, a coat rack, bench thing as well. And so all that together was literally less than what would have run for all of the cabinets. And so my husband has found his smokeless grill, and that's now already been used, and it's not Christmas. And Faith, we're helping her with her artistic, what do you want to call it? Like
Inspiration.
Sure.
Okay.
So we let her pick a color to paint her room. And
black is not a color.
There's no black in there. It's purple. It's as if we fell asleep and Barney threw up all over the walls. Mm-hmm. It's purple. I love purple. It's my favorite color. But everything is purple.
You love Barney?
No. You like Pee Wee Herman? Go ahead and sing to me, baby.
Why do you guys say Herman?
Why? What do you mean?
Why bring him up?
Pee Wee Herman?
Yes.
Because only men could.
No.
And that too. Yes, see? Oh,
are we getting messages?
Constantly.
We need to do more lives so we can answer people.
What? Just what? Your face? I ask my husband constantly to do lives for Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. And you know what I get? I'm going to record this because I know Guinness would not believe it. You could be in mid-sentence and my husband, you'll be like, how's your... And that is how it works.
I am not the only narcoleptic husband out there. There has to be... Come on, guys. Chime up.
Now, I will admit in previous time, not with you, I have pretended to sleep.
You talk about other men?
You just asked me what my name was.
I'm being facetious.
That's my word, and that's a big word for you.
Facetious?
Facetious.
It sounds like fecal matter.
Gefilte fish.
Gefilte fish.
What are you most excited about for Christmas, since you don't want me to say this, apparently?
Yes, I don't.
What do you want for Christmas?
A day off. You
just had a week.
But I didn't do anything.
You slept and played video games.
I was one-handed.
Welcome to my life. Next.
Really? You're
Let's
going to go there?
I am. What do you got for me now? It was so cute because all moms and women know that men are big bitchy babies when it comes to being sick. And my husband hurt his rotator cuff. And I've had shoulder replacement surgery. I've had many dislocated shoulders. I'm not saying it's not uncomfortable, but my husband's like, babe, help me. I can't take my socks off. Now let's think about this for just a moment. So my husband says to me, babe, I can't take my socks off. Help me. Because he's got one arm in a sling. So how is it any different if I help take off your socks? Because I have one arm and like, I don't even know where they take it to after they amputate it. And like, you're like, I can't take my socks off. I can't put my belt on. I can't do this. I can't do that. I tie my own shoes one-handed.
Is there a point here?
The fact that y'all are all bitch babies because you're like, babe, I can't tie, I can't put my shoes on, I can't take my sock off. I think you should do the test again that you volunteered to do, like not being able to use your hand, but let me wrap it the way mine feels and do it for an entire weekend.
We just know how to work the system. Work y'all to where y'all come take care of and cater to us.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's why you mail order one, not.
Okay. We won't go there.
You have gone there.
So
You have gone there.
yeah, it'd just be nice to light the fireplace and just relax the house. You know, have a day off. Don't have to worry, stress about work. You don't get on up here on this computer for 28 hours a day.
A minute ago it was 27.
So,
But you know I can't do it. You know I can't not work. It's not in my.
you know,
That's just who I am. What are you gonna have for Christmas dinner?
grilled cheese?
No.
No.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Something nice, simple, easy. Yes.
No. No. Absolutely not.
All right. So, what else? We got anything else going on? If y'all haven't already, please go and like and subscribe. What else?
I don't know. I think
I've never heard you this quiet, woman.
That's not true. That's not true.
Listen, the crickets are chirping.
That's because you're thinking.
Oh Lord.
What are you most grateful for this year?
We've already been through this.
No, I said, what are
Yes,
you
no,
most looking
already
forward
did
to
this
for
3
Christmas?
times. We did this.
You just said you're over 40 and can't remember anything.
I remember this though.
No, you don't.
Mhm.
Our listeners want to know.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
So let's see what else.
Are you really? You really want to answer that question?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Because I'm moving on. Trying to talk about things they want to hear. They don't want to hear about my crown falling out. They don't want to hear about what I want for Christmas.
Maybe they want to hear what you're most thankful for.
Oh, they already know that. My family.
They didn't know
My
that.
little bitty family. My 2 redheads. Oh, in fact, I see a gray hair.
Because you just gave it to me.
I think there's 2 gray hair. Come here, let me get it. Let me get it.
No.
You got a gray hair sticking right there.
You're giving me my gray hair.
That's debatable.
No, it's not debatable.
You met our child?
Yeah, I have the scar from giving birth to her. It's called
Okay,
a
that's not fair.
C-section. Why is that not fair?
Because
Why? Because why?
because she came early.
To do with anything, because she came early.
That's why you got a scar.
That's not why I have a scar.
Well, I'm being polite.
Since when?
Since right now, woman.
Mm,
Can y'all tell I love this woman?
sometimes.
All the effing time. Don't shake your head and know me. I'll go toe to toe with you on this.
Any day, let's go.
Argue your socks off.
You made a joke. All right, let's go. Let's go. Toe to toe. Let's go right now. Come on.
Let's go. Shut this off. Let's go. Oh, you're not referring to the bedroom. Okay.
How are you going to go toe to toe with me on this?
Because I got size 15 and you got cute little feet.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
So I invited a young man to come on our podcast for our teen talk that plays the cello.
Oh, Faith told me to call you Bab.
Oh, okay. Are we changing the subject like that?
Yeah, you've done it to me a couple of times. So
I'm doing a lot.
yeah, she made sure for me to use the name Bab for you.
Wow, look at the time.
She calls him Bab. It's a cute little nickname.
Oh, Lord.
You adore her.
She's down there playing on my Xbox right now.
She asked permission, and it's not yours. It's her. Please tell our listeners what else I gave you for Christmas now that you just mentioned that.
I don't remember. Man.
You better have clarity.
Cappuccino machine.
And
Pocket watch.
And it's not even Christmas. And do you really? You better not. What is she playing the Xbox looking at?
Oh, that big freaking 85-incher thing. Galactic size TV.
Yep. The men are going, damn, you got a lucky what? You're a lucky man.
Only because I use the excuse, guys, that I cannot read the words. It's getting blurry.
Hold on.
So
I try to give you everything you want. No.
85-inch. They're on sale at Costco.
I always try to make sure you get and have everything you want.
Oh, so you buy my love. Is that
do you really want to do this right now on a recorded message?
You're saying it.
Podcast?
Not me. I always try to get you. Go ahead.
I try to make you happy.
By buying me stuff?
I didn't buy that to make you happy. I bought that because I love you.
Who bought it?
We did.
Oh, okay. Are we happy?
I don't know. Are we happy?
You don't know. IDK.
Oh, good night. I'm still waiting to hear what your number one thing is. Faith asked him what his number one addiction thing is that he couldn't live without in life. And his answer, coffee. And Faith looks at me and goes, what a schmuck.
The headaches. Do you know how?
Yeah, you give them to me.
Okay.
Right. She said, that is so stupid for a man to say. He should say his wife. That's the one thing, or his family. And she's like, oh no, my dear old redneck dad says coffee. Yeah. But then these two yahoos last night, go on a little joyride in the evening, just the two of them. And I call and make sure she's doing good. And then I'm not a big like fast food eater. I don't really like them. Like I'm not a fry eater at all, but there's not a lot of people who can't say they don't enjoy a good hot, fresh McDonald's French fry. I mean, when they're done right, they're good. And so these two go and get hot, fresh French fries and come home to tell me all about it. And I said, you didn't even bring me any? Oh, why are you snickering? And he just looks at me. She ate them. And then she looks. He ate them. And it's like they both look at each other like they're 8. He did it. She did it. They ate them. You didn't leave. Like, you didn't think I might enjoy a hot, fresh McDonald's French fry?
Would have been stale.
No. That's what the microwave's for. And you're like, no, I didn't get you any of them. Sorry. And then he goes downstairs and he comes back upstairs with a snack. And does he say, babe, can I get you anything? Do you want anything? Nothing.
That reminds me.
Nothing.
Y'all, after I cooked dinner tonight.
Dinner, you came home to a home-cooked meal. You schmuck. You came home and homemade apple cobbler. I made you your favorite chicken and rice, your Oriental chicken and rice. You came home and made dinner. I'm calling Faith.
That apple pie down yonder is calling my name. So I'm gonna let you take us out.
I'm taking it out. Go ahead.
Nope, it's all on you. Do it. Do it. Do it. Say it. Bye, y'all. This is Michael and Victoria at A Contagious Smile, and I'm going to eat some apple pie.